Good morning. This is Megan Miller with Restoration Ranch. Today I am joining you with a heavy heart. I was set to offer a grief retreat this morning, and with some sickness that we've encountered, I just decided that it was the safest thing to postpone. And this was a heartbreaking decision for me because I know how much courage it took for each one to make the commitment to come and boldly face just the sadness and the grief and the loss that they've encountered in this space. And as I sat with my own feelings of just disappointment because I hated to let each person down once again, there's been so many times this year where we have had unmet expectations, and that's so hard. And so today I want us all to just take time to consider unmet expectations. When we have our hearts set on something and it doesn't go that way, it can be so difficult to adjust. And as you consider today, what are some of the expectations I've had for the last year? What are expectations I have for the upcoming holiday season? Just what are the expectations for my family, for myself, for my career? There's so many places in our lives that we put this idea of what we want to have happen in front of us. And we have goals and we want to accomplish certain tasks. And we just want our worlds to look a certain way, quite honestly. And while there's been times in our lives where we all have had to face unmet expectations, I believe that we're in this season right now with COVID, with the election. There's just so much heaviness and there's a collective experience of not having our expectations met, whatever they are. And this isn't a political post. It's not about who you're for, who you're against, but it's this awareness of, I wanted things to go a certain way, and they didn't go the way I wanted them to, or I wasn't able to trust the system or a person, or I wasn't able to follow through. There's just so many ways that we can fill in the blank about why our expectations weren't met. And so today, as I wrestle with my own unmet expectation of not being able to gather in community as I had hoped and prayed would happen today, I just want you to know you're not alone in this place of not feeling satisfied in the outcomes that you're facing. And as we sit with this unmet expectation, or a mountain at this point in 2020 probably, of unmet expectations, I want us to honor and grieve the fact that it's not the way we planned it to be. And also, as we continue to move forward, I challenge you to consider, what are realistic expectations? And are there ways that I can still have a plan and still have hope for how to move forward in life, but also hold those things loosely? Also know that in the midst of the interruptions, in the midst of things not going as I would say they should go, that God is still present to us, to the process, and to where we're going. And that has been incredibly difficult for me to get to a point in life where, through incredible heartache and loss and disappointments, to be in a position of, how do I be faithful to what is mine to do, but how do I also release and let go when it doesn't go the way I had planned? And how do I still keep an open hand and, again, grieve what I need to grieve, and also think and open my eyes and continue to look forward to what may be next, and to how God can use even my pain and even the ugliness to help us move forward in more loving ways and more understanding ways. How can we be opened up from these unmet expectations in ways that can help us grow, learn, and love more wholeheartedly? Today, I just want to thank you for being present to this challenge of unmet expectations do you have? And how do you move forward with an awareness of the beauty of having expectations, but holding them loosely and continuing to be open to how God is moving? I hope that you have a blessed day as you wrestle with these difficult topics.